What's going on, ladies? Hello, hello. All right, let's see where we are here.
Earth Dragon Jade afternoon love.
Good afternoon. Thank you for the heart, me. Hi, ladies. Happy Sunday.
Michelle Roman to 7. Hello, friend. I can't make it now, but can I catch the replay?
Absolutely, absolutely. I will download it for subs only. Yes, ma'am. I will do that. I did not cut everything out ahead of time, y'all. I've been crazy busy. And Michelle, how did you do on your, hi Amber, hi V. How did you do on your book last night? How far did you get? Because we were on there almost all day. Well, actually, we were on there all day yesterday doing our Witchy Cottage Core.
Amber, hello.
Hello. Hello, hello. Unfortunately, we can't have music. So you guys are stuck listening to my voice.
Earth Dragon JD have made mine already, but I wanted to come hang out.
Well, I'm glad. How did you like them? We're going to change things up for the month of July. Because the shipping costs got way out of control. With people not getting their packages and having to ship it out 3 or 4 times. So July is going to be different.
Are very fun.
Well, good. I'm glad. So for the month of July, damn, I went through a whole bottle, almost half a bottle of glue yesterday. But anyway, so for July, we're going to do every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern. We're going to do a sub-only live. I will prepare a list of materials that you'll need to complete the thing that we're going to work on. We're going to do something new every Wednesday. And then, and you are allowed to screen record it so that you can go back and watch it later. So that if you want to make it again, you can. But we're going to start doing that every Wednesday night, instead of me mailing stuff out. Because like I said, the cost was way out of control for 3 months. It was bad. It was really bad. Thank you for the heart, me. So it cost me way more in postage than I made off of the subs. So I was like, yeah, we got to change that. Sorry, y'all. I am filling up my glue. But anyway.
Valerie crafting Zora sending digital downloads.
Well, I did have...
Just email if you need to send something.
Well, it's not just, well, I know, but 4 or 5 people able to print their own stuff is one thing. But when you have 100 and some people that don't have printers, that makes it a little tough. So I had to make an executive decision. And I understand if you guys want to cancel your subscription, I'm fine with that.
Lord.
Yeah. So I understand, and that is perfectly fine. But I can't do the mail stuff. It's like I said, it was way too costly for just a simple folio. So I figured, you know what, we will do list of supplies and stuff that you may already have around your shop. I promise you it won't be anything that you'll have to go out and buy. It's going to be stuff that we just have in our supply stash. So that way anybody can make it. Good morning, good morning. Or I should say good afternoon. What's going on, y'all? How you doing, Victoria? Okay, so for anybody who missed the tutorial, again, I did not cut anything out ahead of time. I did not have time. I was up late last night.
Jade, that's fun too. You know we have some stuff.
Absolutely, especially those of us who were shopping with Moo. We have a shit ton of stash, and we need to be able to use some of that stuff. So I figured, you know what? We're gonna do a tag every single week. Theme based what we all have stickers, we all have paper, and we all have these. You guys can't tell me that none of us have a stash of these papers from Moo Moo or anyone else that we can't use. So I figured, you know what? Let's do a tag every single week, every month. We can do a theme. We can use our own stickers. We can use, you know what I'm saying? So stuff that we already have in our hands, because otherwise we're not using this stuff. Like, I'm giving away stuff all the time because I have so much of it, I can't use it all. So I'm like, well, I know that I am not the only person that's feeling that way. So if I send, you know, hell, if I send in a 64-cent envelope of one of those big rings and have one for every single month, you know, themed, you know what I'm saying? We do a theme thing every single month, every Wednesday. We do something. But I figured, you know, we all have all of this scrap paper stuff, you know, that we bought or got from somebody else or whatever. I figured, what the hell, why don't we start using it? Let's start using it. Absolutely, Carlene.
I love that idea.
You even have rings. See?
Katie even have rings.
See?
Mom.
That's what I'm saying.
Too.
Or we can even do spreads. I mean, it like we can pick every Wednesday, we can spin the wheel and we can pick a theme for a spread and how, you know, and start going through our stuff.
Victoria,
and
hello everyone.
Good morning, or I should say good afternoon. But you know what I'm saying? Let's make it fun. Hi, Craft. I didn't get my stuff done ahead of time, y'all. We were up really late. Craft.
Colleen Barletta Trambuff is a teacher. I always have rings.
There you go. But I figured, why not use the supplies we already have, y'all? Because, like I said, we all shopped with a lot of the same people, and we all have a ton of shit. So why not take advantage of it and use it?
Scarlet Rose, good morning.
Good morning. I did not cut anything out ahead of time, y'all. I'm sorry. So with this April one, the A and B do not cut down the middle between the two pictures because they're actually pockets if you haven't already done your thing. That's what I'm saying. So let's use our stuff and we'll come up with something fun to do together every Wednesday instead of me mailing out a bunch of stuff. We all have a shit ton of supplies. What's up, Cammy? But anyway, yes, thank you for the heart me's, y'all. I appreciate it. But that's what we're gonna do. So starting the 1st of July, every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, I am gonna have a sub only live. We all have stashes from either Moo Moo or Momo or anybody. So we can start using that stuff. So we can do in the beginning of the live, I can either plan it out ahead of time on what it is that we're gonna do, or we can go on the fly and do like a game. Okay, and this is what I was thinking. If we do it as a game, we can spin the wheel as to whether we do a tag, a spread, or a little pocket journal type of thing for ephemera, and then give everybody 20 minutes to go through their stash and pick out shit, and then we all make something, and then we post pictures and tag the group, so that we can share those out and see what people come up with the project that we're working on. And we can also get in boxes and do it together, where we all have 20 minutes to grab some shit out of our stash, throw it together. Like I said, we can do tags, we can do a little folio thing or something like that. We'll make it fun. But that way there too, we are using items that we already have in our stash that, you know, we may not be using, instead of us giving it away to people because we spent money on it. We can use it. Oh, some comments were filtered. Yes, like a scavenger hunt, Carlene. Yes, exactly, like a scavenger hunt.
Camera love it.
Yes, I thought that I was hoping that y'all would be okay with that. But that's what I'm thinking, is that we do that every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern. And that way there, if you can make it, you can make it. If you can't, it's not a big deal. We have the following Wednesday.
Arlene Barletta Trembathon local
Yes.
scavenger hunt.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Love it. So again, this is our April sub thing that we did, because like I said, the cost for the shipping was getting way out of hand. I was mailing and mailing and mailing and mailing, and next thing I knew, it was way more than what I even got off my sub pay, you know, because I get paid a certain portion of my subscriptions. And I spent more out of pocket than I actually got on the subs. So I'm like, we got to change this, because otherwise I will be in the poorhouse. Plus with giving away the journals 3 days a week. So we had to change it up a little bit. And like I said, if y'all want to cancel your subs, I completely understand. I won't hold it against you. But I was like, we got to figure something out. So
Can I hear that's not right?
yeah.
Carlene Barletta Trembathy just did one last night, and it was so fun. We were given clues, and we had to find the items using Plus.
Ah, I love
Come
that.
in here for it.
Hi,
How did all that
Pamela.
happen?
Oh, nothing. We were talking about how the subscriptions are going to change for next month, going forward, because it was costing me more than I was actually making from the sub thing. So I had to change things up. We are going to do every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern. We are going to have a sub only live, and we are going to do like a scavenger hunt, is the word that Carlene used, where I give everybody 20 minutes to gather items. We're gonna spin the wheel, pick a theme, and then we're gonna scavenge through the items we already have in our stashes, so that we can make something together using the items that we scavenged. Because I know all of us have a ton of stuff that from shopping with Moo or someone else, that we can definitely use. Oh, reset goals. Oh, thank you, Victoria. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Pamela fun outfits sound great.
Victoria,
Okay.
reset goals.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Edit. Confirm. Oops. There we go. Confirm. Thank you, guys. But anyway, so that's what we're gonna do starting next month for July. Is we are going to we're gonna start playing games with the items we already have on hand. I'm not gonna cut the ephemera out, guys. I am just gonna cut out
Creations. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey. I'm just going to cut out the items that we need. Hi, Wanda. Cut out the items that we're going to need to put the folio together, and the ephemera I'm going to leave go until another time. Thank you for the heart, me. But again, if you guys haven't already put these together, they were very easy to do. Your little images that have the one upside down with the little tab.
Wanda, did we need to print these off?
It's okay if you didn't, but yeah, that's what we're doing. Is we are putting these together. If you don't have them printed already, let me know, because I am going to upload this video after the live for a sub only video, and I will fast forward it so that you guys can put them together on your own if you'd like. But I am just cutting out the important parts. I'm not cutting out the ephemera, so that you can see how they're put together. Because YouTube is being finicky. YouTube is being finicky. I have to redo some videos today and get them. I have to go live and get them uploaded. But
One I don't have a printer. Love me, Weinerston, and I want to save mine to do
oh,
for travel.
Miss Wanda, did you not get any in the mail? No worries, Miss Wieners. Miss Wanda, you didn't get any in the mail? Because if you needed them mailed, I mailed out the packets. But for those of you that had printers, I'm happy to email them. But like I said, next month we're changing it up. I'm no
One
longer
demo
shipping.
I got my kit for class I missed yesterday.
In your kit, you should have had a packet inside your kit, Miss Wanda, for the sub stuff, I believe. Double check. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't, because if you had a paper order, I was sending it in paper orders, so I didn't have to pay the extra shipping. So if you had ordered papers, I was sending it in paper orders. But starting July, we are going to change it up a little bit. We're going to do like a scavenger hunt of our own stuff in our stash.
Victoria Feast went out weeks ago.
Just
Rally 71 just getting here. What is that we are doing?
So these are the folios papers that I had sent everybody for their sub packets for April, May, and June. That's what we're putting together. That's what I'm putting together now to show you how it goes together. If you didn't get a paper packet, if you can print it out, let me know. I will send you the digital files. If you need it printed and you haven't gotten it yet, if you ordered paper from me on Sabrina's window, I sent it in paper orders. If you didn't order paper from me and you haven't gotten it, let me know so that I can send it out. But I did send a shit ton of stuff out, and I have only gotten 2 of them back. And everybody that's in the room is not who I got it back from. But I did get 2 things back, and that was it. Over the last 3 months, out of all those paper packs, there were still quite a few that have not come back to me that people said they didn't get. So I don't know what was going on with the post office, but I decided I have to do things differently for the month of July because it was costing me more in postage than I was getting for my subscribers. So I was like, you know what? I got to do something different because it was costing me out of pocket way more than I expected. So starting July 1st, we're going to do it a little differently. We're going to play a little scavenger hunt thing where I give a theme.
Rain 666, hey beautiful.
Hi honey, we'll then give people 20 minutes to go through the items that they already have, grab the stuff, and then we'll make it together on a live every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. So we will do something different.
Janet, I got the hubby watching. He said you'll have an awesome talk the other day.
We did have an awesome talk the other day. We did, and thank you. I appreciate it. I said just let her know though that not to I'm sure he told you about the conversation. Oh. I'm sure he told you about the conversation. I told him, I said, you better talk to that wife of yours so she understands. Okay, good. I'm like, it was so, because that's what I'm doing with Mr. Hellwalker. I have a musician who is part of my team, and I'm like, I'm going to pimp his ass out. Not quite literally, but I'm like, if he wants to make some money, girl, I will get him working. We just got to get him on a schedule, which I think he did do. I think he did put a schedule up on his thing, but he's an amazing artist, by the way. He's an amazing artist, and I love his personality. So I think he's going to be a great fit. I think he's going to be a great fit. I said, be prepared because I will definitely light a fire under his butt.
Becky, hey.
Hey, Becky, hey. What's going on, girlfriend? Thank you for the roses. Like I said, I'm not cutting out the ephemera, y'all.
Janetta needs it. He's a good ball.
He cracked me up. And he did, I told him, as long as he listens
Wanda
to what
sent
I
you
tell
message
him.
for later. Thank you.
Thank you, Wanda.
Becky
I
at Mosh,
appreciate
still feeling
you.
the best today.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Beck. Do you have a migraine again? But yes, definitely. I will definitely keep that man busy. But I think he'll do really well. I think he'll do really, really well.
Beckoner, just pain and sore throat. Maybe allergies.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? There is actually, I forget what it's called. It has something to do with the vibrations of the earth that are causing a lot of people to feel droggy, like tired and depressed and just not themselves. And it has to do with the rays or something from the earth, the electricity that comes from the earth. Yeah, girl, and it started happening here a few weeks ago because I know even myself, I've been more tired than usual and I'm not my normal perky self every day. So I forget what it's called. It's dang it, but it has to do with the earth's vibrations. They call it the earth's heartbeat.
Janetta, did you get a chance to check if you sent out my packet?
Oh, yeah. Let me see, Miss
Becky had
Jeanette.
an emotional day the other day out of nowhere.
Yeah, me too, girl. Me too. Miss Jeanette. Miss Jeanette. Let me see. Where's my... There it is, keyboard. Miss Jeanette. Okay, let me see. I had a package.
Becky, different voices today. It's funny.
Yeah, they changed.
Shift in the Earth's energy field.
Yes, that's what it. But it has to do with. Yeah, I forget what it's
Jelly
called.
Alto's 3-3 high.
Hello. Okay, Miss Jeanette. Let me see, because I do have. Where the hell are my papers? Hold on, Miss Jeanette. Let me see here. Because I know I have some orders going out Monday, and I don't know if yours... Is it a paper order? Is that what it is? Because I don't remember off the top of my head. What's going on? Hello, hello. Thank you for the heart me. Was it a paper order, Miss Jeanette? I can't remember. For the love of baby Jesus. Oh. No, I haven't done. Okay,
Janatino, I haven't done a paper order.
Okay, what was I supposed to send you?
Becky,
Remind
new
me.
mom and daughter are out spending a few days
The
with
June.
my
Oh,
grandson.
wait, hold on.
Janetti was the June sock.
Carla, hello, Sabrina.
Hello, hello. What's going on, ladies? You know what, Jeanette, do me a favor. Did I email it to you?
One-day shift in Earth's magnetic field is called a geomagnetic reversal.
Was I emailing it or was I printing it for you? I don't remember. TMCG in the house. That's what it's called. Thank you,
Jeanette
Wanda.
mailing it.
Okay, do me a favor. Did you text me? Send me a text reminding me so that I can double check, and if I haven't, I can put it in the mail. Because I'll be honest with you, there's a couple things that are going out, and I will check the mail that's downstairs in the bin to go out tomorrow, to make sure that it's not, if it's not in there, that I can make sure it goes in. Thank you. I appreciate it. Because there's quite a few things in the mail downstairs that's going out tomorrow. But I will double check. If it's not, I'll add it, because I have your address. It is let me make sure. Hold on. Miss Jeanette.
Terry 71, I found my Oz order. Is that the one you were working on?
Yes, this is the Oz.
Shell Outburst 33 at Victoria High, sent hi.
Hello. Let's see, Miss Jeanette, make sure I got the right. You live in Florida, correct? Miss Jeanette, I just want to make sure that's the right you.
Jeanette,
And the city begins with an L? Okay, perfect. Because I think the last thing I sent to you was sent on, you got it. I don't remember what it was. Let me go look. Hold on.
Michelle Collin, hey peeps. Just saying hello.
Oh.
Picked up the in-laws and heading to Park City.
Jeanette, did I just send you, did you just get it? On, oh, it was April's and May's. Oh, okay. Dang it. Okay. My bad. What's going on, Michelle? Okay, my apologies. I will definitely get that. If it's not already downstairs in the bin, I will definitely print it out and send it. Okay, so this is April's. This is the Wizard of Oz. This is what we're going to work on first. And like I said, if you guys haven't gotten it and you want it emailed, if you haven't already put it together, if you want it emailed, I will email it to you. You just have to let me know.
Look in your package. One of mine was with another in TJE package.
Look in your package. One of mine was with another.
Becky, are you doing a video for YT for this?
Yeah, I'm just gonna download it.
Victoria Oz was May, I believe. Snow was April.
No, Snow White is June. Snow White is June. Oz is April. Alice was May, and June is Snow White.
Kristen R 9,395.
So this is April, May, and then this is June.
Snow White was with Oz in the same poly sleeve.
Yes, it was. It was all in the same sleeve. The only one, Oz and Snow White was in the same sleeve. This one was in a different sleeve. But the Snow White and the Oz came in the same sleeve.
Can you email May and June?
Yes, Miss Pamela, do me a favor. Send me a DM or a text message to remind me with, let me make sure I have your email address. Hold on. Miss Pamela. Let me see if I got your email. Yes, I have your email, but just send me a text message so I know to go through the list and send it to you then. I will definitely email it to you. I have your Yahoo. I got you. But yeah, absolutely. So I just cut out the important parts. But as far as this, I will download this video when we're done and have it on the sub only thing. So, but I will make it go faster so that you guys don't have to sit here listening to me yammer and everything else. But anyway, so we have our back paper, and as you can see very faintly, it says paste A, B, C, and D here. Each one of these were lettered. These are envelopes. They will fold over. And this is the tab that gets glued to the page. So each one of these is a letter. So these have to stay together. If you accidentally cut them out and separated them, it's not a big deal. They can be fixed. You just have to use a piece of paper to attach them back together so that one is up and one is down. But other than that, you are good to go. And then there's 2 pockets. And then our front thing, these will go back to back. And then these will also go back to back. So I'm going to glue these together first and then cut off any excess white that I have. Make sure that they are, there we go. Because these do not line up in the printer. Otherwise, I would have done that. But they didn't line up right. So I'm going to glue these 2 together. Oh, wait, I got to do, hold on. I actually have to do this first. I actually have to do these first. All right, so let me go to my thing here. Hold on one second, y'all. And I apologize that I am not my normal cheery self this morning. I'm kind of tired. I was on late last night on YouTube. I think we were on to almost midnight putting together our sub workshop for Sabrina's window. It was kind of crazy, but we got through it. We got everything done. We finished our books. Yay! Well, I finished my book. I don't know about anybody else because some people ditched. What's going on, Owl? Some people ditched because they got tired, and that was fine. They'll finish their books. But anyway, those 2 get glued together.
LS Perch Creations Tinnitus coming up reminding me to work on your Tumblr.
Oh, that's fine, girl. I ain't going nowhere. Neither are you.
Maybe I was with you till the end. Just adding somebody now.
Yay! Girl, I you know what? I think I'm gonna auction mine off. I think I'm gonna have a raffle for mine. I'll be honest. Because what the hell am I gonna do with it? All these books that I've made with you guys for these workshops, I've done all my books, but they're all sitting here. They're all sitting here collecting dust. And my daughter said last night, she's like, why don't you just sell them? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's true. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Otherwise, they're just sitting here collecting dust. So I think I'm going to do that. So now that I got these 2 sides glued together, I'm going to go ahead and trim off any of that white excess that is hanging over so that they are even. And then I can zhuzh them up the edges. I know, right, Owl? Oh, Lord have mercy. But yeah, it's been a little crazy. And then July is going to be even a crazier month because the grandbabies are coming. My one
LS Perch Creations Tonight's a multi-coffee kind of day.
Oh, I hear that, girl. But all 3 grandsons are coming. They're going to be here for 2 weeks. Plus, I am also dog sitting my grand dog and a few of my ex-clients.
I never got on, but when I did it was blurry and I never was able to text you. I got my boards cut.
Oh, you're kidding. I'm sorry, Miss Turley. Well, the video should be up on YouTube. I did have to put my hand against the camera a couple times. I don't know if it's the bandwidth that YouTube uses, but I saw that it was blurry a few times, and I had to stick my hand up to the camera for it to auto adjust back. Because it was terrible there for a hot minute. but the video is up on YouTube for the workshop. Okay, so I need to create my fold. Where is my cutter? Okay, what did I do with it? Oh, I'm a hot mess. Where is my fold? Where's my cutter? Oh wait, it's here on the floor. On the floor.
No problem. I'll watch the video. Thank you.
Absolutely. Be glad, girl, because we were on until almost midnight. I'm finishing up that book. It was a long time, but it all ended up working out. It all worked out. A lot of us got our stuff done, so. All right, so I'm going to crease that. Just to make sure that it folds over. All right, so then we are going to fold that flap. Okay. All right, now we're going to take that. This has to be folded in half as well. And this is the page with the witch on it. And again, you have your little areas of where your pockets are supposed to, or your flips are supposed to get glued to. So that gets folded in half. This will also get folded in half. So this is the inside, this is the outside. So then we are going to glue these two things together. And then we're going to trim off any excess of white paper that's sticking out. And again, I'm sorry these weren't double-sided, y'all. I think it was the 80-pound cardstock I used, made it a little thick, but also they weren't lining up perfectly. So it is what it is.
Nicolay, yell hello.
Hello. So this flap will get put in between here where we folded it. So we're gonna put that on. So that lines up, don't put it in the fold itself, but just before the fold. And then over. Get that extra glue off. Okay, so it'll look like this. Now we gotta glue the other side, this fold. We're gonna glue this together. Fold that over. Okay, so now I can see I have to trim off a little bit of this on the side, which is fine because it's already glued down. So it's a little longer. So I'm just going to trim that. That's why I said these didn't line up perfectly, and I'm sorry. Thank you for the corgi. Sorry, guys. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and trim that little bit of that's on the bottom. going to trim the little bit that's on the top so that they are all even. There we go. So it'll look like this. Okay, so it folds closed like that. All right, squish me out. Make sure I don't have any excess glue. So I can take that all out, all the excess glue out. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. So, okay. So for
Dorothy is so pretty.
I know, isn't she? I'm a little disappointed that some of the colors are a little bit more muted and fuzzy, but I'm not the artist of the artwork. But they still turned out really cute. They still came out cute. It's all that matters. Okay, so for our little pocket, we have, excuse me. Okay, so this is the pocket that's supposed to go here at the bottom. So we are just gonna take and put a little glue on each side. And on the very, very bottom of this pocket. And a little bit goes a long way. And then it has a thing on your folder that says, oops, sorry. It says paste here, oops, sorry, too high. Paste here, E. This is E. So we are gonna paste that here. Okay. All right, then we have our little pockets. There should be 4 of these. And again, these were all lettered. Okay, and then it has the letters here. It says paste A. You can see it very faintly. It says paste A, B, C, and D here. So we're gonna fold these over, I'll show you. And if you accidentally cut them apart, it's not a big deal. You can fix it by putting a piece of paper back, scrap paper here to join them back together. But these get folded over, meeting corner to corner, and then fold them over. And then we will take a piece of, we're going to take glue. We're going to glue along the bottom and on the one side. Actually, I'll glue this because that way there I don't accidentally glue my tab before I need to. Little line of glue, little bit of glue. And then I'm going to fold that over. And there's a pocket for the waterfall. Okay, and then this tab, you'll see there is a line where this is colored and you have the image. We're going to fold it along that line. Back towards the picture, just like that. Because these will flip up. They will flip up. So this part will get glued to our file folder. Okay, so we're gonna do that with all of them. We're gonna fold it in half, corner to corner. Hold on, let me drop you guys down so you guys can see better. And then what I'll do is on this side, because this is the top, we're going to glue along this lower ledge and then up the side so we don't accidentally glue our tab. Okay. And then we're going to close that. And then there is our little pocket. And then I'm going to fold this over. So again, I'll have my little tab that gets glued to my folder. Okay.
He's making 61. Is there a special way to view the sub that we have to view the video on Whitey?
Is there a special way being a sub that we have to view the video on YouTube? Actually, somebody sent me a DM. I started Discord. I started a Discord for the subs only. I'm actually gonna post it in Discord as well, so that you can go back and watch it. So I'm learning how to do that. So if you guys aren't signed up, if you guys don't have the link to Discord, let me know, and I will also send you the link to be able to join the sub-only Discord, because I'm also going to be doing special giveaways and stuff for my subs, and projects, workshops for my subs, so that way it's kept in one place, instead of trying to go to YouTube and everything else. So I'm going to do everything I'm going to do it on Discord.
Nicole, I need that link, PLZ.
Yes, absolutely. Do me a favor, send me a message asking me for the Discord
Becky,
sub link.
April sub packet was.
April is this that I'm working on right now. This is Oz. April is Oz.
I need that link too.
Yep, send me a DM asking me for the live.
Discord, but how do I find you?
Okay, Mimi, DM me and I'll send you the link. It has to be by invitation because it is for subs.
Becky, okay, what was May?
May is Alice. This is May. Alice was May. Alice is May, and June is Snow White.
Okay, Ty.
Absolutely. Snow White is June. If you got a packet from me and your Snow White was in a separate bag, Oz and Snow White was in the same plastic bag. So check your bags. Snow White and Oz was in the same bags. The same plastic bag. Because I didn't separate them.
Becky, okay, I think I have both just looked at one and can't remember what it is. Hang on.
Yep, absolutely. But like I said, 2 were in one plastic sleeve and 1 was by itself in a plastic sleeve. And that would have been the May's. But I did write on the plastic sleeves that all 3 of them were there. Okay, now I'm going to fold this over. And then we have our little flip. So now we have our 4 flips. Okay. Excuse me. All right, so this one is A, this is B, and this one is C, and this is D. All right, so I'm going to move these over to the side. So there again, it's very faint, but it says A goes on the top. So we're going to start with D first and work our way up. So basically, there is a line here. It says paste D here. So I'm going to take my tab and I'm going to place it right on that line. And I'm going to make sure that I am...
Becky, okay, the one I know where it is Dorothy, flip out, so that Oz. I swear I have the other one.
Yeah, the Oz and Snow White would have came in the same plastic folder, the same plastic sleeve, and Alice came in a separate sleeve. But you're going to balance it out between where your crease is to fold over your book and then your edge. So if I lift this up, you can see that my tab is just barely on that line. Hold on, let me get you guys. There you are. Okay, so there it says paste here D. You're gonna slide that so that your thing is sitting right on that line. And like I said, you're gonna find the middle. The line's not gonna be in the middle, okay? But your thing will sit on the line. But you're gonna, when you glue it down, you're gonna make sure that your pocket is in the middle between your crease and your outside edge, okay? Just a little bit of glue. And then I am gonna place it right on that line and make sure that my pocket is in the middle.
Love my wieners, Janine. This is so cute.
It is very cute. It is very cute. So there you can see that.
Love my wieners, Janine, and I love directions.
Okay, so it's very easy. So now we're going to go to C and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to, on that white part, we are going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue. And then again, we are going to place it on that line with C. Okay, it says place C here, right there above the other one. We are going to sit that right on top of there. Right on top of that line again. And when we bend it over, we're going to make sure that we are lined up with the one that's underneath it. So if we have to adjust it a little bit, slide it so that they are lined up on both sides. So you can see this is the one and that is the other, but they're lined up with one another. Same thing on this side, they're lined up with one another. And then when you lift it up, you can see that they're just barely resting up on top of each other. Okay. Now we're going to do B, which is the lion. Again, add a little bit of glue. And I'm going to rest it right on that line. I'm going to fold it over. I'm going to make sure that I'm lined up on both sides, which I am. And by keeping them on those lines, you're getting an even spacing between each of your waterfalls. Okay, and then we have A. And again, a little bit of glue on that tab. And push that tab down a little bit so I can see.
Becky, I see Dark Circus videos, lol. I went to see what was there.
I see the Dark Circus videos. Which video are you looking for, Miss Beck? The last night's workshop should be up there as well. But which video you're looking for?
Amber, you have to choose the live section.
Yes, you do have to check the live section. For anything that I've done live, it'll go under live section.
Becky was just curious what you had on there.
Yeah, I do all my workshops on there. So anything for Sabrina's window. There's very few videos, but it's all workshops mostly. So every month I have a different workshop on Sabrina's window. But there we go. So then we have our flip ups. And then you have another pocket where you can, again, you can put this pocket, you could put this anywhere. People chose to use some of the ephemera as pockets. You can do that. The rest of it is up to you as to how you want to decorate your folio. You can put it on the back side, the front side. I'm going to go ahead and put mine here on this side. And then if you want a closure, you can use Velcro closure. So you can put a piece of Velcro here and attach it here to keep it closed. I saw somebody wrapped a piece of ribbon around it. But then you just cut out your ephemera and then put your ephemera anywhere. There is some options as far as some of the ephemera you can actually make pockets out of. But this one and the next one, they all get put together the same exact way. But it's pretty easy, guys. It's pretty easy. But there is the Snow White, or I'm sorry, the Alice. No, that's not Alice. Jesus. Dorothy. She's Wizard of Oz. Wizard of Oz. Lord have mercy. So there's the Wizard of Oz one. And then the next, that was April. This is May. This is Alice. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. Because again, I did not get to cut it out ahead of time. Miss Lulu's in the house. Hello, hello. So I'm going to cut out my pockets. I'm not going to cut out the ephemera because you guys can decorate your thing any way you can put your ephemera anywhere you want. But I am just going to cut out the important parts to show how it goes together. Okay, there's a pocket. Okay, that's ephemera. Okay, for this, it has the line here so that you can fold it in half on that line. So that when you're cutting it out, you're cutting out both sides at the same time.
Becky, I will have to figure out where Alice is hiding. I may have put it with something else on.
Yeah, it had a big thing on the package with a piece of chip or a piece of cardboard with it. And it said right on the outside, sub packet for May. Check the other side. Beautiful. It worked out perfectly. All I got to do is trim the white on this side because the other side has a tab that gets glued down. Sorry if you guys are hearing dogs barking. It is the neighbor's dog. She is grand dog sitting and he is a barker. They live in a cul-de-sac, so he doesn't get to see cars drive by. And the cars drive by, he goes crazy. So he's like, somebody's in my front yard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and glue this together. So then that part is done. Oh, puzzle piece. Hold on, guys. Sorry.
Becky, why you pee? That's what Dorothy came in. I try to combine things so not as many packages to lose lol.
I hear that. I hear that. Okay, so then what I need to do is I need to fold this, the tab. Well, if you end up not finding it and you have a printer, I'm happy to email you the digital so you can print it again. Okay, so there's my tab. And then again, this has to get cut out. Sorry for the notifications, y'all. Let me sit you guys up a little bit. Thank you for the heart me. Hi, Angel. Welcome, welcome.
Me, 1961. I don't have a printer, so I sent it to Staples, and they turn out beautifully.
Oh, that's awesome.
Becky, that might have been me. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're okay. I just said, because I forgot to turn my notifications off. You're fine. Shit happens. My daughter tries calling me when I'm on live. So it's all good. It's all good. Nobody's gonna care.
Becky, I didn't want to forget lol.
Yeah, no, because if you would have forgot, I would have forgot.
Love 74, hi love.
Hi, beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead and fold this in half ahead of time, because it goes together just like the last one. Okay, set that aside. And again, this background is marked as well where A, B, C, and D go. Hold on. You can see very faintly it has the line. It says where A, B, C, D, and E goes, which is the pocket like we did on the last one. So this one gets put together just like the Alice. Or not the Alice, Dorothy. Why do we keep calling her Alice?
Valerie crafting Saurus. I love the cutting sounds.
I know, me too. It's very relaxing. All right. And we're going to go ahead and fold that in half as well. Because we know this is going to be the outside and the other one is going to be the inside. So those will get glued together. And then we have our pockets. This is ephemera. So we're going to sit this to the side. do A first. Sorry I can't have music, guys, during a sub-only live, but I can sing for you if you'd like. Or you guys can just listen to my scissors go in. That's too funny. Oh, excuse me, I just yawned. I should have slept in just a little bit longer this morning. But I didn't. I was up. So again, we are going to fold this over corner to corner. And then I'm going to add the glue this side and down to make my pocket. And then this side, it has that tab so you can see the coloration in the picture. We're going to fold that over towards the picture. And there is pocket number A, and we're going to set that in the side here. And this is pocket B, so we're going to go ahead and cut that out.
Roseanne Journal and Stitch. Hi guys. How are you, Sabrina?
What's going on, Rose? Happy Sunday. So again, we're going to take this corner to corner and fold that over. Open it back up, and we're going to put glue along the edge to make our pocket. And then again, we have our tab where the art meets. We're going to fold that over towards the picture. And then there's our tab for our pocket. That's B. Let's cut out C. You are very welcome, Rose. I just read your message. You got the mail. Woo woo. Like I said, if you guys haven't gotten the link for the sub-only Discord,
Victoria at roseannejournal.and Stitch hello.
Let me know if you guys haven't gotten into the sub-only Discord. I will text me or send me a DM. I'll send you the link. We are going to be doing projects in the Discord. I'll be doing videos and tutorials, stuff like that in Discord for subs only. Also, starting July 1st, we are going to do our sub lives differently. We are going to do every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern. Yes. Yes, Discord is an app. I can, Amber, if you don't have it, I can send it to you so you get on the sub-only platform. It does not steal your information. It's not a scam, I promise. But anyway, every Wednesday I'll be doing a sub live at 6 p.m. We're going to do a scavenger hunt type of thing. So I'm going to give everybody a theme. I'm going to give everybody 20 minutes to gather items that they already have in their stash.
I sent you a message about it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And then I'm going to give everybody 20 minutes to gather their items. And then we're going to create a project together using the items that you got from the scavenger hunt. So that will be our sub thing. If you want to cancel your subscription because it's not what you want to do, that's fine. My feelings will not be hurt. It's just that I was spending so much money in mailing packages. I was spending money out of my own pocket, and it was more than what I was getting for my subscription percentage, because TikTok doesn't give me the whole percentage. I only get a small percentage of that. So I decided to do things a little different. So it's not gonna put me in the poorhouse. All right, I don't need the ephemera, so we're gonna set this to the side, but I do need my pocket, and I don't need the ephemera. So I know we all have a ton of stuff in our supplies that we do not use, and this is a great way to be able to use that stuff up without using your good stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm not the only one who has good stuff and has stuff that I just have in my stash for whatever. We all have an abundance, I'm sure, of stuff. And if you don't, let me know, because I'll be more than happy to send you out a box of Happy Mail. I have so much, I have so many dang stickers and like little pieces of paper, like these little paper pack things. These little things of paper packs where you don't know what's in them, but I have a ton of them. More than I know that I will ever use. So I figured, why not use...
Just curious, no pressure.
I did not, Becky. That is actually in the box downstairs. It goes out on Monday. That I do know. That I do know. And it's a little pink box. It's really cute.
Journal and Stitch, that's awesome. Are we still going to get the sub package for June?
Becky okie dokie lol.
Rose, did you not get it with your other one for June? Did you not get it with your Oz? Because when I sent them out, I sent May, which is this one that I'm working on, was in its own plastic sleeve.
I haven't opened my package.
Yeah, open it, because Oz and Snow White are in the same sleeve. Absolutely. And Alice was in its own. I only have Oz, no Snow White. So Becky, you didn't get Alice? It would have came in the same packet with Alice. Good morning, Helene. I should say good afternoon. And we're going to fold that over. just like the other ones.
Becky Alice is the one I swear I have, but not sure where.
Yeah, it would have been in the same plastic sleeve. It would have been in the same plastic sleeve. Because till I resent all of them out.
Ooh, howdy there. I am at work, so this will be on YT.
We'll keep it on the down low, girl. We'll keep it on the down low.
Roseanne Journal and Stitch, just a suggestion. It can be digital only too, so you don't spend money on shipping plus printing.
Okay, well, Rose, let me know. I'm more than happy. Send me a DM or a text, and I will email it to you as soon as I get off my live. Same thing with any of y'all. If you want it in digital form, you'll have to DM me or send me a text message, and I will email it to you so you can print it off anytime. Okay, so you just can't sell it. You can't sell it, nor because that is a big, huge no-no. This is for subs. But anyway, so again, this flap will go on the outside. So we're gonna glue this first.
Roseanne Journal and Stitch. Then we can all do the project together on your sub-only live.
Yes.
After the scavenger cut sounds fun.
And then that's the inside, so these aren't glued together. You can print it on 28-pound cardstock or 60-pound. Or 80-pound. It's whatever you have. It doesn't have to be on 80-pound cardstock. You can do 28 regular copy paper might be a little too thin, but that's because that's 26. But 28 or 60 is actually perfect. So again, this is going to go to the edge, making sure that it is not on the crease, but just before it. Okay, and then we put a little bit of glue here so that you can see what I'm talking about. So you can see how that's where it bends. So I wanted that tab to be on the bend, not past the bend. And then I'm going to take this, I'm going to fold it over. Oh, my tab moved a little bit. Well, that's all right. I can zhuzh it up to cover up the white. Not a big deal. I can zhuzh it. I just got to get the... Hey, Miss Lori! I can zhuzh it up to get rid of the white. Not a biggie. And then I'm going to flip it over.
Really question, do you know anyone that will teach how to do digitals?
Do I know anyone that will teach how to do digitals? Do you have Canva, Miss Lily? Canva is a very easy to use and it's free. It doesn't cost anything. They do have a paid thing, but it's free. You can do Canva for free.
Journey.
Mid-Journey, you mean the AI stuff? I tried Mid-Journey. I did not find it user-friendly at all.
Mid-Journey, and there is a big learning curve.
Yes, it is not user-friendly at all.
Lily has fries.
Yeah, it is not user-friendly. So I have a subscription to it, but I barely ever use it because it is not user-friendly.
Lady Lurie, I agree.
Yeah, I was very disappointed that it was not user-friendly.
Lily at Lady Lurie, right? I am so confused.
Yeah, I dropped my subscription. Yep, I dropped my subscription because Canva is a very easy application to use and it's free. You can do AI for free. You're limited on to, like, it won't do like gory, bloody kind of stuff, but it is very user-friendly. Canva is very user-friendly. Okay, so there's our folder. Now I messed this part up because I didn't have the fold all the way in, but that's okay. I can zhuzh that up with pink, and you'll never, pink or blue, and you'll never even see it. But everything else, all lines, I get a little bit of white to trim here.
Really very cute.
There we go. Everything else is good. Okay, so we're gonna place our bottom pocket first.
Can't wait to finish mine.
Girl, we were up until almost midnight working on that book, but we did finish it though. Well, I finished mine. Everybody else, they were still, some of them were still zhuzhing theirs up.
Louis, OMG.
Yes, it was a long day yesterday. I was on there. I was on YouTube live from 1 o'clock in the afternoon until almost midnight. And, well, Miss Cammie, Lady Lori, and there was a few other ones. If I'm not mistaken, Kraft, didn't you stay on with me till really late?
Your daughter and Tia until 2.
Oh, jeez. I think Kraft was on there till really late. Who else was on there really late? I was shocked. Michelle Roman. Yes, I was gonna say we were all on there really late.
Kraft was there.
That's what I thought. I think Michelle Roman, I think she bailed at 10.
I got such a big headache at the end.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was surprised that y'all hung out with me for that long. But I was bound and determined I was not getting off until I was done, because I was worried about YouTube giving me a fit again like it did with the Dark Circus. I learned my lesson. I will never do that again. Miss Earth Dragon Jade, thank you for the flowers. But I won't do that again. Regardless, if I'm not feeling well, I'll reschedule. But I won't do that anymore. I won't do that anymore. Oops, I need to move that down a little bit. Well, too late. Oh, no, it's not. There we go. But I won't be doing that no more, making different videos, because I kept getting a violation from YouTube. So, I'm just gonna suck it up and just do it. And it kept taking my videos down. Oh, for the love of baby Jesus. And again, we're just placing these on the lines like we did in the previous one. Yes, I know. Well, it wasn't TikTok, it was YouTube. Yeah. Again, we're just putting them right on the lines like we did with the previous one.
Earth Dragon Jade, I haven't finished the Dark Circus because I'm waiting on the other 2 tutorials.
Girl, I know, because I keep getting a dang violation. I just did it. I just said yesterday I need to do it live and then upload it, and then I won't get a violation. But if I'm doing it from an already recorded video, I keep getting violations for one stupid thing or another. So I'm like, screw it. I just need to do it on live. And I was gonna do it last night after we made our book, but we didn't get done with our book workshop until almost midnight. So I was like, nope, I'm out. I'm tired. I spent all day on YouTube. I couldn't do it anymore. I could not do it anymore. It was crazy. We was up late.
Craft Candy, what pocket is D?
This is A, B,
Earth Dragon Jade, I am really excited
C,
about the detective one.
and then D is We're All Mad with her on the back. And like I said, they're evenly spaced, and that last pocket just comes over the pocket on the bottom just slightly. Absolutely. I had to lay them out as I was cutting them out, so it didn't,
Mimi 1961.
I
Does it
didn't lose.
matter what order you use
No,
them in?
not at all, Mimi. Do you put them in whatever order you want, just as long as they line up. Hello, Charmin. How are you, beautiful? How long did you hang out with us last night?
Sherman, Sheck, Snail Dre, have you slept yet?
I did for just a few hours. I was up too early this morning. I'm actually dog-ass tired today. But I had to get on here and do this tutorial because...
Sherman, Sheck, Snail Dre, about 6.5 hours.
Yeah, girl, we were on... Golly, we were on, what was it? 11 hours? 11 hours, I think. We didn't finish till almost midnight. It was like 11 something till we got off there. But we put in a whole day's worth of work. We really
Lady
did.
Lurie, almost.
Yeah.
Amber, yes, a long time.
Sherman,
Yes,
Sheck, Snail
it was
Dre,
crazy.
OMG.
I think we were all slap happy by the end. It was fun. We were all, I think, a little slap happy at the end. But there's our other pocket. Again, you could put that pocket anywhere. I just put it on here because of the empty space, because I really love the birds and the roses on the back side. But yeah, I think we were all a little slap happy. And like I said, you can decorate, put your ephemera in wherever you want to. Use the ephemera as more pockets, whatever. But that is how that goes together. Just like the other one that we just did, the Wizard of Oz. But girl, yeah, we were feeling a little slap happy last night. But you can see they're pretty much the same exact thing. Sorry.
Sherman, Sheck, Snail Dre, I still have to finish mine. I love it so
Ketchup
far.
mess. Oh yeah, because Miss Helene kept stabbing her dang self.
It was a ketchup mess because I kept poking the almond needle in my fingers.
Because they were really thick signatures, y'all. They were very thick signatures. We were trying to, every page was 80-pound cardstock, and that we were sewing through, and so putting the awl through that heavy of a cardstock, and it was quite a few pages thick, was a little bit of a challenge. So a couple of us stabbed fingers. Miss Helene unfortunately got herself quite often. So she was making everything full of red sauce. Like I said, I think we were all a little slap happy by the time we got done.
Elena Poo, how you kept saying, look for the needle, look for the needle.
Yes.
Sherman, Sheck, Snail Dre, I have stabbed myself more than ONCE.
Yeah. That's why that's exactly why I kept saying, watch for the needle, go slow. Y'all, it was a shit show. It was a shit show. It was fun though. It really was. It was fun. Okay, now for the Snow White.
Michelle W., what are we doing?
These are the folios for the sub thing.
Sherman, Sheck, Snail Dre, they're so cute.
But I had to laugh. I'm like, everybody I think was injured at one point or another. Honest to God.
Lady Lurie, it came out beautiful. I love the randomness of the pages.
Yes.
Angelique got Wizard of Oz and Alice,
absolutely.
but I didn't get the Snow White.
I got the Wizard of Oz and Alice, but no Snow White. It was, okay, so Oz and Snow White are in the same plastic sleeve.
Lady Lurie, you have 2 band-aids today. One on finger in, one on foot for me all.
Oz and Snow White are in the same plastic sleeve. Alice was the only one that was in a different plastic sleeve. So check through your papers.
Sherman, Sheck, Snail Dre, I never received either one of those. Will it be in my paperback?
Charmin, yes, I did put it in your paper
Michelle
pack,
W.,
your
I didn't
order.
get it.
That's, because I think, let
Lily
me
at Lady
see.
Lurie, I don't mean to laughing, but that's funny.
Yeah, I know. Had Wizard of Oz and Alice, and I didn't
had
get a
Wizard of Oz and Alice,
second
and I
one.
didn't get a second one.
Oh, well, that's kind of weird. Okay, Amber, Angel, send me a text message. If you want it emailed, I can email it right away. So Miss Sharman, did I email you first? Hold on. Miss Sharman, let me see. Did I just send you? Oh no, wait. Do I have an?
That's what I thought you
Do
said.
I have
Unless
an?
you sent digital?
Hold on. Miss Sharman, did you just place a paper order here that I haven't sent to you yet? If you had paper orders...
Hi, lady. Sorry, but not feeling good today. Very tired, but glad I came on for a while.
Well, I hope you feel better. And congratulations for ringing the bell. If I sent out paid paper orders, or there are paid paper orders going out for Sabrina's window, I was sending sub packets in those paper orders.
Sherman checks Neil Dre IDK. I never received my paper order.
Okay, so then yours, let me see if yours is, hold on, Miss Sherman
checks Neil Dre girl IDK. Lol.
Let me see if I have one for you.
Paper order.
Hold on.
I haven't paid yet. I was going to this week.
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it, honey, because
I do later in the week.
I was behind on printing out orders because of the sub packets. Hold on, Miss Sherman. Let me look here.
Sherman checks Neil Dre. I know I paid balance.
Okay, let me look at you. Let me look at your tab. Hold on to see if I started printing it.
Sherman checks Neil Dre. No rush.
June. Come on, let's go. June. Okay, so let me see here. I'm right in the middle of printing Miss Sheila's paper order. Miss Sharman, I did send yours out. It was Red Riding Hood, Beauty and the Beast, and Vintage Flea Market, and I did include your sub packet. Let me see where.
I got my sub kits, but haven't received my paper order.
Miss Lulu, let me see if I mailed yours out yet. Hold on, Miss Lulu. Hold on, let me see where you are here. Miss Lulu, yours is going out Monday, tomorrow. Yours is going out tomorrow with your sub packets. But Miss Sharman, let me see where yours is in the mail. Go to records. View details.
Lulu, thank you.
Okay, here. Okay, Miss
Sharman checks Neil Dre. Okay. Thank you, my honey.
Miss Sharman.
I laughed everyone your computer says my last NAME.
I know, right? Okay, so Miss Sharman.
Sharman checks Neil Dre every time.
You're in Texas, in the city of D. Yours is it's in no, actually no, you're not in D. It's in Dallas right now. I don't know, why did it go to Fort Worth before it comes to you? It doesn't make any sense because you're in Louisiana. Why did it go to Dallas? I don't understand that. I don't know why. It went to Dallas. It's in Dallas. It doesn't tell me when it's coming to you, but it says it's in Dallas, Texas right now, which doesn't make any damn sense because you're in Louisiana.
Shell Alpers 33 mine does the same, and I live
Hi,
north of
DMCT.
Dallas.
I know, isn't that crazy? Why does it do that?
Christine, hello, beautiful Sabrina and ladies.
I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all. Why it would go to Dallas before it comes to Louisiana.
7, not sure when I started sub. Haven't received anything. I think May.
Lady
Callie,
Lurie at TMCG-Christine, hello.
Oh yeah, it must be the main. But yes,
I think a lot of my
yours is in your paper orders, Charmin. Yours is in your paper orders, and it is marked on the sleeve what it is. And Callie, let me see here, Miss Callie. Hold on, Miss Callie. Okay, Miss
Sharman checks Neil Dre. Thank you, darling.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
TMCG Christine at Lady Lurie. Hi, my friend.
Miss Callie, Miss Callie. Let me look here. Miss Callie, is Callie your real first name?
How at TMCG Christine, hello. How are you today?
Miss Callie, is Callie your real first name? I just want to make sure that I don't give you the wrong
Callie
information.
Nielsen,
Okay.
7, yes.
No problem. Let me take a look here. Log in. Okay, so Callie. Miss Callie. Okay, what did I send you? Let me see here. Okay, that was okay. The last thing I sent you was it a paper order? Let me see here if there was another thing coming up. Hold on.
Carolee 71, could you show the folio?
Yep, give me 1 second here and I will. Miss Callie, where are you, Miss Callie? Miss Callie. Let me see. Miss Callie. Where the hell are you? Why can't I find it? Sorry guys, just give me 1 second here while I find Miss Callie. For the love of baby Jesus. Okay, Miss Callie, do you live in MO? The state MO? Okay.
Callie Nielsen, 7, yep.
With the city name starting with an F, as in Frank.
Callie Nielsen, 7, yes.
Okay, it's showing as being delivered. But it doesn't show me a picture. So I just want to make sure I got your house number. Don't say it, I'll tell you. Is it 14102? Is that the house number? Because sometimes when I'm typing it out, sometimes it'll double enter a number or put in a number, add a number. I don't know why, it's a pain in the ass. Okay.
Callie Nielsen, 7, yes.
It might not show up for a day or two. I got you.
So it is here.
Yeah, it's showing as being delivered. Miss Callie, if you don't get it by Monday, Tuesday, even though it says it was delivered, if you don't get it Monday or Tuesday, let me know. Send me a text or a DM, and I will file an insurance thing, and then I'll just resend you it out, because I did have it on tracking, and it shows as being delivered. So I will resend it out. But I'll file the insurance thing because I have it insured. Only because I was having so many problems with people not getting their order or getting their papers.
Nielsen 7, okay, sounds good.
Thank you, my love. Absolutely. Absolutely. And unfortunately, they don't offer pictures, which is really disappointing because sometimes I've had my shit delivered to my next door neighbor's house. And I'm like, that's not me, though. It's not being delivered to me. So I've complained to my local post office a number of times about that stuff, that they're not putting it in the right mailbox because they get in such a hurry delivering stuff that they forget to do it. Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody asked me something. Somebody wanted to see something. Who was that?
Lady Lori, can you reset your goal?
Yes, thank you, Lori. I appreciate it. Who asked me? Craft, was it you that asked me to show you something? And I said, hold on while I found Callie's stuff. I apologize. I know somebody asked me to show them something.
Dearly 71 me show.
Oh, yes. Which one? The one that I'm working on now, or the Alice or Oz? The one that I'm working on now is Snow White. Yes, now. Yeah.
Terribly 71, yes, now.
This is the Snow White. It's double-sided printed.
Victoria, it's good if you all can sign up for informed delivery with USPS. It's
Yes.
free. Michelle W., I haven't gotten any of the folios.
Really? Didn't I email them to you? For the love of baby Jesus, woman, text me. I thought I emailed them. Oh, you know what? I may have been Michelle H. that I emailed them to. Send me your email address, Michelle. I'll send you the digital.
Michelle W., not yet.
Okay, yeah. Send me. It may have been Michelle H. Sorry. But yeah, text me your email address and I'll email those out. Oz, the Alice. Oh, the Alice, yes. So this is the Alice one. This is it completely opened in the back. And then this is the inside. I put one of the little pockets here. And then here is the flip outs. And then there's another little pocket here at the bottom. But like
Michelle W. sent you a text.
Thank you.
With my email.
I appreciate it. I'll get those emailed to you as soon as I get off my live. And I'm sorry, Michelle. That you didn't get them yet. Is that what you needed to see, Miss Tara Lee, or do you need to see like where the things slide into? Because it does have a little faint saying on where to put your tabs. It has like A, B, or C.
71. Thank you. I couldn't get the 2 yes, that's S.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. But yeah, but it has the little line to slide it on. Like that one I had to skew a little bit. I couldn't get it on there before the glue dried, but I also wanted it to line up on the sides. But yes, ma'am. Absolutely. And like I said, you can print these out on 28-pound, 60-pound, or 80-pound cardstock. It doesn't have to be on 80-pound cardstock. 24-pound is a little too thin, but 28 is good and 60 is perfect actually than 80-pound, but that's my personal opinion. I know these are printed out on 80-pound and they're just a little too thick. All right, so each one of these is a line that it needs to be folded on.
Lady Larry, that pattern is pretty.
It is very, I love this.
Which is better, 60 or 80?
60, I'll be honest with you, Jeanette. 60 is better because I found that the 80-pound was just a little too firm, especially if they aren't double-sided. Like these were hard to get them. I couldn't get them to line up for double-sided. So adding 2 80-pounds is a little too thick. If it's just a single where it actually, like this page was separate and you could print it out just the way it was, this is better for 80-pound. But these were better for 60-pound or 28-pound because you're gluing 2 sheets of paper together back to back. Or this, you're printed. Because this, it didn't matter if it lined up or not because this was a whole pattern by itself. So it matched up regardless of where the printer spewed it out. Do you see what I mean? But when they don't match up perfectly and you got to glue 2 sheets together, it's too hard to do it. Too hard to do it with 80 pounds. It's too thick. All right, so I need to make a crease. Sorry, y'all. I'm choking on my own spit. Along this blue line here. And then on this blue line here. And then that gets folded over. And that gets folded over. Nope, it has to go the other way. Now see, you fold on the lines, but it doesn't quite match up, so I gotta cut a little bit off. Because it doesn't, oh, there we go, that actually worked. Okay. Reposition the fold just a little bit because it didn't quite want to shut. All right. Excuse me. Okay. So then you have the little
Glittershine design. Sorry, can I see the Alice folio again?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So here's the Alice one. So this part got cut out together. You had to fold it in half. Okay, which part? The waterfalls, they all line up, and the bottom waterfall just covers that pocket. If you put the pocket on first down low, then your bottom flat flip will just barely touch will just go over that bottom pocket just a little bit. So there's the one. This is A. This is B.
Glittershine design, okay.
This is
Angel,
C.
can I order the papers that go with the Alice and Snow White and the folio for Snow White?
I don't, let me see. Can you order papers that go with the Alice and Snow White? Let me see, do I have papers that match Snow White? Let me see. Oh yes, I do have the papers for Snow White and the Alice. Yes, I have papers for both. Angel, send me a DM.
It was the 2 curved parts.
Oh, the 2 curved parts. So they're still connected. I bent them over because remember there's a line down the page. So you fold that completely in half along that line and you can cut them out, cut both sides together. It's just that the drink me side, you had to cut off that little bitty white on the edge, but the tab was still there, and then the tab gets glued between the front paper and the back paper. But I just folded them in half and then cut along, so I cut them both out at the same time. I just didn't cut this little part that's here on this tip of the circle. I left that together so that it was easier to match up.
Glittershine design OHOK.
Yes, 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 yes. It's so that it saves you time, so you're cutting them both out together so you don't have a lot of overlap where you have to keep trimming it like the Oz one. So I have my little postcards, and this actually gets folded in half because this becomes a little pocket itself.
Glittershine design, thank you.
You are very welcome, my love. You are very, very welcome. But yeah, Angel, send me a message and a text or a DM, and we'll get you hooked up.
Lady Lurie, you need need to reset goal again.
Baby Jesus. All right, give me 2 seconds. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you all. I appreciate you guys.
Angel, okay. Thank you so very much.
Absolutely, honey.
So
Absolutely.
Are you pretty?
Thank you for the heart, me. Okay, so I'm going to fold this over corner to corner. I'm going to fold that in half. And then I am going to glue along the bottom and up the side. I know, aren't they crazy? Some of them are so cute. And I think a lot of them are because of the community fest that's going on. All right, let me reset my goal. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. I appreciate y'all. All right, there we go. Thank you.
Unboo out, Lady Larry. There are some really cool ones.
Yes, there are.
Joe Allpers 33, we appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you guys.
Lady Larry, I want to go on live tonight, but don't know what I want to do. Brain fried from Witchy Book.
Me too, girl. I am too. I sent Eska and Toxie and Sarah a message last night. No, early this morning. I sent them a message and I'm like, well, y'all, July is gonna be like, don't expect me to do a bunch in July. I said I'm changing my schedule a little bit as far. I said I was doing the sub lives on Wednesdays nights, doing my regular 6 a.m. thing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But instead of doing it for 4 hours or more, I have to limit myself to 2 because the grandbabies will be here. And they are up by 8 a.m. So I need to be on and off before by 8 a.m. so I can get them breakfast.
You have to do a live with the grandbabies.
Oh, I can't because I can't show kids. I can't show kids. I could do a video, but that's kind of pushing it. But I cannot do a live with showing children's faces.
Lady Larry, why?
Because they updated the guidelines. And it's considered not unsafe for children. So because there's a lot of creepy people out there, and so they have changed the guidelines. Like hearing a voice or seeing a hand is one thing, but nothing else. Especially if they're under, I think they're under 13. Yeah. So that's a no-no. Unfortunately. But I get it. I get why they updated that rule. But yeah, that is a no-nos.
Lady Larry, they would be a hoot.
Oh my God. Y'all, I'm definitely going to be taking videos. We are going, so all the grandkids are coming on the 11th.
Angeli completely understand and agree with it.
Yeah. They come the 11th.
Sailor Scrapshy everyone.
Lady Larry, yes, lots of trafficking going on, especially with kids.
Yes. But starting the 11th is when the grandbabies will be here. So I'm sorry, guys. I warned you ahead of time. That's why I said I need to do my sub lives on Wednesday nights. And we'll do like the scavenger hunt thing, but so that because Blanda will be able to watch the kids while I'm doing it. But in the morning, they are a little rambunctious and they want to eat the second they get up. So that's why my lives in the morning are going to have to be limited to only 2 hours, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday while they're here. August, I'll go back to my normal schedule. But during the month of July, the morning lives are going to have to be very limited as to my time that I'm on here. So I may be just doing folios instead of whole books. I may be just doing folios. But it is what it is. I don't get my grandbabies but once a year, and I get them for some of their summer break. So I want to spend all the time I can get with them, because my one grandbaby doesn't live near me, so he lives several hours away, too far to just drive and pick him up. So that's my daughter Sarah's son. So while he's here, I would love to spend as much time with him as I can. And he likes to hike and stuff like that. So we have plans for hiking trips and some of the trails. And there is a place that we can go
Helena Poo,
up
how
north.
absolutely. Family first, always,
Yep.
girl.
That's up north, that we can lay on the lawn and watch the stars, where it's complete and total darkness. There's no light pollution. I forget what the place is called. So we are going to do that while the kids are here, and then also Dorney Park. So it's gonna be crazy. Oops. All right, we got pockets. Let's cut out the pockets. We'll cut out the rest of the ephemera later. Because I'm hitting a brick wall, y'all. I'm hitting a brick wall. And I have some commission pieces I need to get finished too. What's that? Yes, I did. I know, me too. Right now, I'm just like, dang. And I was just talking earlier. It's like the Earth's energy or whatever the hell it is. It's called the Earth's pulse or heartbeat or whatever is all, the frequencies are all high. So everybody's like extra tired, moody. Yeah, that's a thing. So there's some type of a energy thing with the earth that has changed. And so I know I am way more tired than I normally
Lady
am.
Murray, we were just talking about that.
Yes, I forget what it's called though. Somebody said it was called something. Who said that? Was it Tara Lee? Somebody said it, what it was called. What's going on, co-siblings? Welcome in. Sorry if I didn't say hi to anybody as they came in. I apologize. I'm not ignoring you. I was just cutting. But yeah, it's a thing, and it is miserable. Almost done with the pockets. Okay. God. Excuse me, y'all. Jeez Louise. Okay, so our little Snow White, she gets glued here to the outside of the envelope. Let me put you guys down. Let me move this stuff out of the way so you guys can see. So to the front, the blue line will be on the outside, but we are going to glue Snow White. You got filtered again. Snow White gets glued down to that tab. So we're going to go ahead and add our glue. And this actually, if you're wanting to put a magnet down or whatever, now would be a good time to put that magnet down. To keep your file folder closed, or you can glue this down and put a piece of thank you for the heart me, put a piece of Velcro also. You can use a piece of Velcro on the other side, but go ahead and glue that down just like that, so you have even amount of space around this side and this side so that the points line up. I'm off just a little bit. There we go. And there is she, our little Snow White. And then we have 1, 2, 3 pockets. Okay, and I know it's a little crazy because of the background, or the color of the paper is all the same, because they're all the same color, or texture, I should say. Pattern, for the love of baby Jesus. Okay, so we're gonna do these two small pockets. Okay, we have 2 of them. They're gonna go on one side. So this first, there's our flap, and I'm sorry, I know it's hard to see with them having the same pattern, but you're gonna glue down the one side, glue down the other side along the bottom, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 1 here at the bottom. Again, make sure when you're placing it in, you are not on the fold, that it doesn't interfere with the fold. Okay, so I stuck 1 there at the bottom. There you go. I stuck 1 here at the bottom, and then I'm gonna take my other one and I'm gonna stick it about halfway up the page. The bottom of it should be halfway up the page so that my other ephemera
Lady
will fit
Lurie,
in
I
it.
am going to take a nap. Have a good one, everyone.
You too, my love. I am too. As soon as I get off here, I'm gonna go take one myself. So I'm right behind you, woman. I'm right behind you. And there's my other pocket. And again, making sure that it doesn't go on the fold, so it's not interfering. And then I have this third one. Oops, excuse me, guys. And I need to go ahead and crease those lines.
Charmin Sheck Snail Dre, I'm in bed, now about to nap. Oh, and it's raining.
Girl, I know it looks like it wants to rain here. It looks like it wants to rain here. But the temperature finally has come down a little bit. Yesterday was actually beautiful until it rained. Yesterday was beautiful until it rained. Okay, so there's our other pocket. And I'm going to put that on that flap there. So I want to put it up a little bit higher so that way I am in between these two pockets evenly. And this one, because I'm going to put something here at the bottom, some ephemera. I'm just going to glue it right to the paper. Again, making sure that I am not on the crease, but I'm still got a little bit of space here and a little bit of space here. Okay, and then I know that I cut out, there it is. I cut out Once Upon a Time. Actually, I have a little piece of ribbon here that I am going to glue down right here. A piece of my scraps. I'm going to put that there. Because this is like a goldish brown color, so I figured, you know what, let's use the brown.
Harleen Barletta Trembuth, I'm going to be putting this as the Snow White journal and going to make.
Ooh, yes indeed. That would be nice. There we go. And again, then you have all your ephemera. I will glue that one on instead. And then this is a little pocket here. So actually what you could do is, if you close this up, I'm wondering if, nope, it's too wide. It's too wide, but what you could do, ooh, is some of the smaller stuff, like the little bows, you could actually put this on the side here. Turn your folio. Ooh, I'm gonna do that. Hold on. I'll show you what I mean. Since this is already a pocket itself, we can glue the whole thing down.
Harleen Barletta Trembuth right now. I'm just collecting goodies, lol. I could probably make 3 full JJ with all the stuff I have.
Yes, that's why I said I think it would be a great idea to do it like the scavenger hunt thing, or just pick a theme on the wheel and give everybody 20 minutes to collect stuff. That's what I think. All right, so then we can take like something like this, right? That's short. And you can actually put it in there. Hold on, y'all. Welcome back, Michelle. So you can actually put a smaller piece of ephemera in here. But that works. Just like that. And like I said, you can decorate it however you so choose. Glue this down. Make that a little tuck spot on the one side. So then this will then be a little tuck spot here too. But then, like I said, you guys can decorate them however you so choose. You can add a little piece of Velcro right here and put it down so then it Velcros together. But like I said, this will be a little pocket here. I got my big pocket here, and then 2 pockets here. Oops. Has to be with shorter ephemera because that's a little too tall, but you get the idea. But there's plenty of short stuff like the little animals. The little animals you can cut out and put those in there too, but it's just like a little ephemera folder. But that's it, guys. That's all there is to it. They're not that hard. They're actually pretty simple. But you experiment them, play with them, decorate them how you want, and but yeah. And there's, like I said, there's a lot of ephemera for this one. A lot of ephemera. Excuse me. Golly, for the love of baby Jesus. All right, y'all, I have to get off here. I have hit a brick wall. I am exhausted. We were up really late last night, but I love you guys. Again, if you guys need anything from me, please make sure that you are DMing me or sending me a text message.
Hello, first 33, thank you.
Absolutely. So that way there, I can get you guys taken care of. But otherwise, I don't know.
Karen,
and I do not mind.
Thanks, bye, you all.
Absolutely. And like I said, I do not mind the multiple messages because I forget. So please know it's not a big deal. So message me. Because I get sidetracked and then I forget what the hell I was doing. So don't ever feel guilty about messaging me. Sometimes it takes me a hot minute. But I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.